ekua assistant ba mensa ene mitnemu ama me sister penyine eye vim lady ebra ye boy ni anante aye nante call benyina and everything that you are doing no bibie mu no there is the law a dine Mmra eka ewo ya sitnemu ene bibi biara ye nanso so ewo msa ye wo court na emomenye bibia ene ye de court ane ye de ko assemdibia ye wo bibi wo ho aye frɛ no alternative dispute resolution ye channel short efedo ADR ene eno ne ba behwehwe ho nkomo den na ye ADR den ene ye betumi aye ye betumi de asiesie nsem bebre ensese ye be court. You understand? Inti sa alternative na ye wono ene ye ne lawyer penia we di wa bo lawyer ho adwuma no a check kakra na one judicial service nso aye adwuma kakra na ye ADR for Ashanti regional coordinator e wo fie ha aye friend lawyer Kwabena Bechi Bekon ebeba betwetwe nkomo na wa kyerɛkyerɛ yen what are the alternatives ye betumi use e dia settle yen semu nyina without going to the court. We are going for a short break. Ye beko break akra na ye babaka afi ye ne lawyer betna ase ni ya twetwe nkomo ni ya tiase say apart from the court no there are other alternatives ye betumi e dia solving them amicably medase ye kwaba. Yo, yedem wasise stella mode mo fidie no eda UTV yako breaki abata na America no we are talking about alternative dispute resolution. What are the other alternatives we be to me a use apart from your court system no and I'm kind of your lawyer with the ADR who are cutting for a very long time on the judicial service. He was actually the coordinator for the Ashanti region. Now oye ADR or judicial court and service mu. And see and ne pape bonko mo. Ne bisa say ADR ne krano ding. What does it mean? Ne hunsun so krano it is saying na type say wo mu kra saying and I feel so bibia court Mmra etaye na say is it separate from the court system? Into be church and san ma mu we nyina ma yate ase na yehu ekwan a sebe ye nya asemo a ye betumi afa alternatives ni options a ye wa ye betumi use e dia solve yasem enti ene lawyer Kwabena Bechi Bekon within no dear Fache kakra. Okay, akwaba. Yeah. Enti lawyer we dey ye beko straight to topic for the day. ADR ye kase bibi ADR alternative dispute resolution asiye etreseng.
Yo medas nana. Mechia ahwefo nyina so. Alternative dispute resolution no sene ya can focus on alternative is a kwan foforo. So it means that your kwan bi a first see asem na emom no ye de e kwan foforo bi aba aya no betimi aboa yen na yetimi asiesie ensem wa bra yemfa kwan dada no so e kwan foforo no eye se yenko enkogina judge anim ankwa na ye di asem abu asem ansa na yetimi nya de yepe ye betimi afa kwan foforo a ye yi ni pa foforo bi yen yankasa nipa no e wa asem no ye betimi yi nipa bi na watna yentem na asiesie asem in a very short period of time and less costly. Until you bisa ADR na seno no. Your kwan be 9 a fason so a yitimi anase yede yensem ko ADR em ayeye.
Lawyer ADR no eye bibia eye separate from the court system and I say bibia ne court no nyina ne nam and I say e wo court no mu.
Okay, me da se be. So you can ADR na nanka obi be ka say ADR no nkejina ne ba bi. Nanso so ne Judicial Service of Ghana ehun say se okọ broni krom na commercial transactions and say enyumanyuma eye omo contracts ne ade na omo ya na odi bibia shim clause bi si enya asemo a ye de bekọ ama obi a onye judge atena so no CC into arbitration any ade. The Judicial Service will adopt one of the processes and mechanisms under ADR I friend mediation and no Judicial Service dia candidate eti you kase ka court no ho ana enka ho ameka se eka ho enso enka ho ko se ye obi a ye mfa nko court na ye obi nso a ye de court na court no a promote se
ye mfa chemu ma ye kaka because matter say waka arbitration waka mediation ni nyina no ne krakra ne saying what are the types
of say bro focus you say what are the types of mechanisms under ADR ADR no ye wo arbitration arbitration impokra no ye wo commercial arbitration and your customer arbitration any other. se brofoka se ka se commercial arbitration no de ya na companies na ebia omanya dispute ana mre bi atwa mu Ghana ne Cote d'Ivoire enya boundary dispute a share so for instance tokwa kakra ye de call arbitration center your friend say na eye ho adwuma ye ma court na ye ho adwuma wo your friend say international court of justice na ye ma arbitrators Ghana fa onum setting kofo onum opompese omoloyes koy na Cote d'Ivoire so de omoloyes koy na omo employ your friend say arbiters you know mo hwe no mo ka asem no saa so na bit maps a company bi betimi enya ntokwa won tem UTV best point to manyantawa santa wantawa no so no ebetimi aba omo ba omo se de bi ya fa nipa sumesi ye ma obi nko ba appointed judge kana nipa foforo bi ayi nimo no ye appointed mediator so it's arbitration arbiter Ghana has a wait mark where it is arbitration Ghana arbitration center you could draw your arbiters or more mobility in your contract so be a bit more appointed one and now so be appointed a dear now only no appointed third person neutral like is more a dear semono and no you dear someone you boy say the court here no now you enforce judgment name him so ba mediation I know the court no na you were mediators third party neutrals omo dear omu muasem but omu betena montem aboa mo na watie mu asem na watimi aboa mo watimi every mo position amowo na mo ba benya a certain middle ground and is about mediation mo a ye free bibi positions na meka bibi position chese obi na ire nya asem say mi ndi na duane bio okay be oba nso uni amenso kra meja no a eno no obi taking the position ba obe komo no why ni intro be ma ni dia wo ni interest ne say aduano ya na nkwan no ya na ntene friends nchina antri mo atwam or something oba no so say also woni ntimi so na jai no a but be ma no timi ka so move from a position of me ni bio na oba no ka so okay ne metin chene no so ne ade aje so obi abe move from a position na on interest no would be solved no ma be share eno no obi tena wontem etie we asem tie we asem otimi ye eno ne fe no mediation
na chese se na wo cheche mu no bibi te say arbitration no eno no e was say at the end of the day no obi wini say bia me de ma asem aba wo so do asem aba ye kan wi a e was say ba ko dibim but for mediation ne de ye kan wi a e was say bibi te say nkabom eba
exactly
se mete wase yi a
pepe
okay
arbitration no ye mienu e de asem aba no ye yi obi say ontie mienu asem on fra dance for na omwa oma verdict sa na oko mediation no a ye mi no choose obi se ontena yentem basa ni pan ontimi mu asem no ye mo ye bet discuss na ya kase pesa asem ye di ba besi point we ti brofuka say a win-win situation but arbitration they a win-lose situation so that's the difference between arbitration and mediation
uka bibi say mu bu asem no wi a there is a ruling ewo eye nia ye fe no arbitration mu nti sa bibi sa ruling no ye wia is there a court that is binding that ruling is it enforceable and ansupo se parties no anya yi a ebia omumu ba ko endi ruling ne so a if the other party decide to depart from the ruling enso so bi over na
okay me da sipi se ohwe ye Mmra no mu a anasa even ADR practice nankasa no say the na arbitration no say nyama verdict it is a judgment of a court now say nipa na nisua you can go to the court and use the court to enforce it it is the one year judgment of court the pakron when nisua you use the same court and now baka ko use bailiffs and near free be post judgment execution processes now wafaso so we fear na so turn the tiauka then they help you to do it and that is the same way arbitration is here no the arbitration is enforceable and the courts can help you to enforce it so that is what it is
okay and see limitations in the same limitations of the general ADR no and the same what are the shortcomings because me trying to say okay where ye bibia ye no outside of the court e bia me mete we my dream of I mean say dey enya court dey enya me pe bia na me what you say and see bibi sa no rules ben niema ben e deda ho a ye de check make sure say e bibia I mean which is respected by both parties maybe the general public in no omo bema no respect.
Okay. So far your friend is say Ghana Mmra no if it be ADR Act of 2010.
Right.
Act 798. And known in 2010 Ghana a year in parliament no ehwe no ye and no timi ekeka all the mechanisms, arbitration, mediation, negotiation, reconciliation, so no man nine yekekabo mu say obi wa asemo a obi tuma fa kwan we bi so asiesie enu achi ne de create a friends Ghana arbitration center so ewo ho and de nanka etiase dada but I think say eba esa be modernizing no in a way because eno be clearer and we wie no yes gina so efa your friends say judicial services so TB your friend court connected ADR no what do some kra kodru court no judge ebitima ka say ase we dey oyire ni kuno monko siesie na ya mom mediator list no ho mo mienu mo kwa mo settle on one of them we see mempe we see mempe then eventually we won list no be kwa ka ba ku bia mo mienu obi anim no na mo afa na nipa no onim munti no he can freely act as a neutral and no any practice as to say ye dey adwuma to business Mmra bi ho man you respected I make us ani even before this act no now there was an act called the Arbitration Act of 1961 and then purely about arbitration and you know now as a limited what can be governed or guided you know what it can guide or govern and only arbitration but 2010 act you know it may expanded the basis of what we can do under ADR. The encapsulated alternative mediation, negotiation, and the reconciliation.
And see, now she say it's here for submitting a lawyer can say it means that ADR no it is backed by law.
Of course.
It's not to say Uber ADR and I say you can still do whatever you want. So once you have submitted yourself to ADR, your friends say processes no, it means that you are definitely bounded. And see lawyer cases be bang and I say same bang be ne be call your friend is saying qualify for ADR. And if I should put my ADR, can we take criminal cases to ADR? And I so say criminal cases you know they you farm ho ebi adwa akọ wia your friend is saying the neighbor be a punch and I say you dey abon kwan kama wa dey ayefufu we dey wia sa enema no eye bibia ye betumi dey aba ADR and I say no dey a court nkwan na betumi edi hu asem.
Okay. Me da se bebre se oba Mmra no mu a ADR Act no aka bribi and ye fe bi cause act and so aka bribi wa kire say civil cases there apart from environmental and normal affecting environment and normal affecting the state of Ghana that's section 1 of the ADR Act no aka while listing on 1 bibi e fa se galamsey untimi ga so obi akoye galamsey nko siesie odimi nka se obi 7 predia so acquire treasonable offense because we two aban was inconsistent. Those things, no high offenses, no any idea affect the environment, any people's rights, no fundamental rights, no any the constitution itself, no you cannot try settlement. No beyond that, no all other cases under civil law can be settled or can be tried under ADR. But about criminal law, criminal regime, no dear, you have be misdemeanor. Bonia the offense the punishment no enye kese ye cause act no makwan na ADR act no so I list misdemeanors say no there ubetimi akosiesie ti say me period so obi koto obi mona obi ekokukun obi a no eye felony enti sa boni esusun sa no untimi mfa nko ADR say okọ akosiesie
na why na basis say boni we so ana say before am be do ADR honom no ana before am be decide say be court no say na okay how would I measure and I say why na basis say boni we no ADR there and I say we near the court
yes and na me chire mu bay say
we na met na ho assess and I say so me ko baby
Mmra no
for the assessment
Mmra no akasa Mmra no say
me Mmra no
Entu kodru court a wo de se wonim se we mfa nko ADR tu kodru a registrar ho judge ho wo lawyer so ho safo yi na boa am ya administer justice safo na be kire se we mfa nko ADR we yetimi de ko ADR do could do ADR some paper because no young fanco metia me court be na assassin will be in the bar Samuel Mano Nanya the felony I'll make sure say misdemeanor SABCC say be omontembe san babio call the justice pepe na pen e so if we cannot bring peace. Then we are doomed.
Lawyer Mami Sao ye ka cases e bi obi esin e bi o ha hu say na village e bi e komode no owo kroketo e bi mo na sebe wakobu obi banche ana se ne board e ba ko bi pe 1 na e de na court na ya jeli no be 10 years na nipa ne demu in such cases no I understand say stealing a criminal. Is it possible say our cases be asebio even though it's criminal nkete bisa no ADR no betumi say be na say nipa ne board na e be kwakoto ama na ato ama na nkai etwa asem so is it possible say bibisa ho na say no so de bi once say criminal na de na criminal
okay so medical can be ya hwe ni say be ye beti ase yi criminal no nche say de be criminal bia ye nsiesie
okay
ye ode misdemeanor eno ye boni a you can't say the punishment no e form kra what did matter example na me obi atem eno you say was assault no some previous and verbally so no man we mo e misdemeanors any ade na mom say obi ko na okokoye obi akoye boni bia the punishment no go into a second degree felony and not felony first degree so boni no untimi siesie enti ya cha boni nim the obetime sisi and a member yam fans are there no coffee no a yinsuo ne bo nyedin nti eno nti yen koka ho asem say stealing na stealing no enya misdemeanor dia usiesia enye yie e the obetime sisi amana yie no enya misdemeanor and e de ko ADR so nti mo no
ADR no obi bia betumi access ana say for some particular people
ADR no mensa ma bio ADR no yade ayeye na ne bo no e wo form say generally ADR elsewhere any hempo no mechanism bi say mediation for ne bo enye din etino yade a eyema obia in fact we started court connected ADR no na yen judicial service chief justice of Ghana at the time Justice Akwa na o can say opese more of a poverty alleviation program entino ye hwese hiafo mutimi fa lawyer for ana obietuma fa lawyer mpa osu se opese na sem kwantem do nya kwan sabio etimi nya kwan kwa na dwuma na etimi promote economic friends growth ni adentino na odebia no omayeye ADR week na kawe afibia ADR week edi promote ADR
masaba ya uka sell ADR ne bo nya den na ofom ne ya arbitration na say enye yi sao
of course it's a mechanisms ni bi e wo form e bi nso so wo no ne bo no eno so krampo ne bo ne nya den compared to so for private lawyer and also legal your friend is a law firm no you represent you in a case obetuesika o call so obetuesika but one thing is that and only in terms it can be finished quicker than so court and the idea it's a plus it's very important
okay into your fan say mediation me pena na say me kunu ana say me partner ene wo ho ena asem bia ba yentem nanso so say bia ye ka asem na edu bebia are there instances are ye betumi de arbitration e bia wo asem bi ho to make cancer edu bebia enkabom no wa wo hwa to use enkabom we ba emoa nti betumi aka say okay yen dane no na afa de embe ya arbitration na asa afa de asem yen court na ye hu nipa we wini nipa wini I'm asking this because sometimes say bia wo say in relationships ne niam na wo say japade ne niam ya ye no ebedu bebi no na say ba ko ye sisi na danfo nti say e ba ne sa e bia begin no ye be start in mediation no but ne ebedu bebi no ye betumi aka say ade we de ye kabo mu a enye ye nti betumi adane no is it possible?
Okay it is possible in a larger sense. Say more complex arbitration and as ADR practice no to say commercial transactions near the end. You bet me companies bet me say yes starting na yenye mediation. The intimate set ground rules be anti and once on maybe on. Na fe yempe arbiter na ontinemu na ontimi inti emi no asem on take evidence na oma verdict. Inti be made up, that is mediation and arbitration. And ye free be being so friend say met arbitration no or be a reconciliation arbitration na you're shorten no. I just want to get the jargon no, but they are basically done with my fabako what the drew baby then you zoom onto the other and you know that is how it works, so it can, but not simple matters like I will ban in the kunu and now kunu in the yes and jama a Japanese child we can always apply rules are you mean
yeah be kwa kwajin krato na yasan aba okay, so it's here for a ha Mmra no sesen wutie Mmra no sesen what does the law say yeah corporate kakra na aba na afi abeto ankomo ne so na ye tie the other details are ADR no ebeboa ama entiase ne asomdwe ebeba nti yenko break na yemba yeba na yato yenko moje ne so. That's Sala mo share Mmra no sesen ewo UTV and amedaso ewa ha with lawyer Kwabena Beko ene wa hase ya yeka ADR ho asem lawyer yeka ADR ho asem ye refi say ana ye refi ye afi yen talking about the limitations of ADR. What are the shortcomings ne enema so far it is associated with the ADR na yeka ho asem.
Okay. See, you be bet to me, you be precise, dear crown, or how ADR, ma, bet to me, I can say, the kind one casa, you don't have control over the, you can say, verdict, and I say the conclusion or the results. Unlike court, I could draw, judge TITR or Buasabno. On peninsula appeal. So there's a certain level of uniformity. But the holiday, and yet that uniform, mechanical uniform, the BBC offer visa mediation near there. The permit my betinemo no sorry no ko. But case no war, se be a regular litigation court no who could do court on court to be dear some every no boa. So you know say at this stage there will be judgment, or there will be a ruling on this matter or that matter. And you know that to that extent, you know, it is a form of limitation.
You bet me I can say no so bet me am na drag ya na.
A man in drag per se, but then I'm saying there's no end in sight in terms of how, you know, certainty say you drew ya say in ABC so on the mystery and no you cannot have control over that one. Now the other limitation perhaps is that o chronocra wouldn't baby open say okokoye or mediation, we don't have control. Okay, so court your court natural say okay a honey de now oko mediation no no sometimes we cry baby e kwakoya de no nanka yen shede any sentence papa afina Mmra na is yen sentence ni ade ntino bitima call do akotena baby nanka nipa nanka ompe so onza ekoba ne sa ebitima ma obi a resile obi bitima twene ho afrim court de se bi inua akonya ni wompo ne se bra police gina on here as a you know and you know and no your form of and I'm so a bit liberal into do baby and to push it no na aye din kakra. This may be some of the limitations that one may encounter arbitration mediation here there no arbitration crowd to a larger extent and I'm say what sentence now one out the whole crew you know. Yeah, no cry. Any court the as
I say arbitration was sentence, mediation there be.
Mediation Mmra no say yen create sentence.
Yeah, na be create sentence.
Mmra no say a sharp mind say create sentence. And no be seen no. We hear sentence now yentimi fulfill in a year.
Say na yen fulfill ye no. So be was so be back for mediation a him for me to me appoint say okay, me living room ni ye betumi aka asem no ho.
Also you can't say me no. Mediation no mediation chrono and you mu sesi ka say you ba court no judicial service upon and am matches my mu adwuma kakra okay and no court ndi obi dru court no you arbitrate you mediators you appoint you training one na onom de ometima ye adwuma ma some of them court conference rooms near there okonkrase ye de nua bia se near there very conducive atmosphere na ye de wakotena na waye but say the regular ones no eno de enye within the judicial service nanke bia wa sorry senkwa kwa Ghana Arbitration Center wo de wasem okọ na wakwa kwa arbitrator na wahwe yi ama eno no okopa mediator no those centers no are supposed to be created by at the district levels any idea but yentimi fulfill what the act is asking no fully under the circumstance and to make maka say eno no a bit of a shortfall as of this stage. However, I think there is a process, and I'm sure we'll
But are
get
there
there.
any provisions so far that caters to that?
Yes, my understanding is that the government is doing well, say, or say, but you see, everything has to come with funding any idea. At this stage,
I will say, Obi Warrior, Nasebi, and yeah, license place to say, be a sorry them, most of the times are sorry, they are no more license in your moment to me money pa de worry no. Ebia, say no, a binding yes, but Ebia you decided, say, okay, you better UTV ha, near Baba ye mediation, no ha. You bet me a court, aqua GBB, a friend said license. I bet to me ama ye di assembly like ama power be a bet tie UTV ha echi ama ye to me di assembly ha at the end of the day and so still a court and be recognized say okay this place you know we agreed to say you bet me di assembly ha.
Okay, the difference
we have
between
something like that.
The difference between a gazetted place for marriage, any idea, any that of mediation or sentence, any say. Mmra can say one call arbitration center, and now say one call mediation center. The obey be null and void. On can say it is a. The name no can say legal aid. Mediation or moye. The legal aid office be able to omo mediators or matiti or more. And also a way the government has come in, but the act in Ankasa Aka actual mediation centers are I see created within districts near the. And no where Jumano and a messy mate makase in see papa. But beyond that, Semiankasa as a practitioner, metima create mediation center. Na enkofaba, na ma yejuma. Ibia metima chira, metima court, makwa kwa enforce.
Okay.
And also so ewo ho. Intino afi na ye nyina ye promoting nkakra.
Inti ye guso aye ka ho asemi ya ma membisa inti access. Say sa limitation no ho. Inti how do people access it?
I will advise that some media busamia and I'm the mehunu and the maya kakra wo mediation mo. Because some person access mediation go to court.
Court.
Oko court no and your court nko kase kudi come nko kan wasam kuzi bibua ansa na wa wonya ADR no. Uko drew court obitima ka che register say me wasem we ba mpese me de ba ma yedi call mediation. Obe file process amount. Me akose the other party na maba. Oba na courtroom kra bi kra ye mamonko. Obema judge aswanti na judge a bit make reference to an ADR practitioner.
Woka
mediator.
Woka one of the types of the ADR no yaka arbitration say no so ye one type. Woka be say contract mu no ebia ye for your friends between me na wo ebia obe supply me nsuo na me dey say na your contract na ye no yetumi de enhyehyeye bi ebemu se na ebe ya ebia yenya asem a yebekọ arbitration ne akwakoyin nti se eduedu sapepenso na why na be appoint arbitrators na maye
no lawyer
for say court na court no appoint obi maye na say yeah ye dey share contract mu no na ye be appoint obi ama na di na ye asem na maye
lawyer for show contract in here enam the cost of court intino and the lawyer for be careful in writing dispute resolution clause na another arbitration clause. Now I say in the event of dispute, and I said, when you buy in Temua, Yema Yemieno, Yebeko be a Ghana arbitration center. Na center no amaye list of arbiters. Ne ya pick one. And now say sometimes now we are picking one, we are picking one. Now the two arbitrators no, Omi no pick a third one. So there will be 3 arbitrators who will sit on it. So that we no more verdict, it could be 2 against 1 or 3-0. It should not be 1-1. The Kobana side, there cannot be a winner. Cohabitation brings out a winner.
Okay.
You know.
Nti why na ye arbiter no? Say nye judge.
Arbiter nye judge. Arbiter no different from judge in the regular courts. But the similarity, and I say, and since say almost sign, and as almost so, and I almost say no, and they say arbiter be my verdict, judge be my verdict, mediator my verdict. The obey reconciliation and negotiator my verdict.
So my verdict, or more yeding.
Omo boa MICC as some natural settlement terms and our results.
Okay. Nti why arbiter no? They say na me bisa say why na be appoint you mo. Watch there no mo amaye. And as they say who say arbiter no so enye judge na mum the ruling no the be man no. It is backed by law. Nti say no me amete hey. Metumi abe arbiter.
Yes, if you...
And I met me a baby say mediator.
Of course.
Okay.
Of course, how about judicial service? Your friend will be ADR manual. Your children say, and son, I'll be my mediator. No, you must have gone through training. Kakra, mediation.
Training,
48-hour training. 48-hour training. No, your judicial service will be a fair no. JTI, Judicial Training Institute. On better 8 hours a day for 5 days. Now your mouse certificate. At that time, you qualify to be a mediator of the court-conducted ADR. San arbitration, so Ghana Arbitration Center, or more minimum qualification. You must have had or received some training in arbitration. And San, yet a register by a member. When you become a member of Ghana Arbitration, Center, then you can now be part of the list of arbiters. As will be arbitrator and as an arbiter, will be to me, I settle on you to settle on the case.
Yeah, share arbitration, no. Okay, any arbitration, but yeah, share ADR, no, say no. Okay. And he say no what you must say. Some person access to ADR. It was some court. A person it for access to
mediation.
Access to mediation. It was some court. And I say even for arbitration, there who has some court.
Arbitration there
who has some court.
A big jina there was some tier. Arbitration we can say customer arbitration. And the nananom and the abusia penny any impanyinfobia ya mamre mono. Say we timi na some kodan no. Na waton safre the other party or say mommy no mom submit nti your twikasa no mu no every sika bia yitia utia na wa it is what submit and as what consent so na nantena wasem so wontie fa ne fa na oma adansefo mrem obi a omu asem no kane kra de ne enchro verdict no because na amamre mu ade ye ni atchro and I say customer law did not know any writing but the need Cratch somewhere mono, or call traditional council, no idea, or registry, to Modia some no mature, not verdict, no idea, but obit my ben force or court, and no ho. And arbitration, I will call Ghana Arbitration Center, and a regular arbitration, a cratch of Wajuma, for our more Mmra quetry, and almost arbitration, a quetry. It will not be taking notes, a court them. A year evidence had been I be taking notes of it. No matters, no more evaluate, no more buasam. So, and also a more of verdict, you can say a binding on the parties and enforceable by the courts.
No, that's a baby. I mean, and then Miss Yandy baby, Mr. Wauti, you wish you baby, in ADR, no, a crime for fraud. You can't ADR, yes, alternative, a crime for fraud, ubit me a fossil, a DCC, some say, I were some say a contract between you be on any year, you must say, be and say, a crime for a while, ubit me a fossil, other than say, over quite him at him D4, which is a court system. And as over court, the crime court, natural, quite ubit me day a seminal, a fossil, now you see, no come, and a lawyer, my candidate. And yes, you be everybody has that access, and you're limited to a particular group of people, and I say, Enti ne say lawyer say what church the different types of me per se ye be take me nubi na che say ya bobomu na ya komu into details na ya tell say no na ye commonly practiced wo yenye kromu ha enti say before ye be kan no asem no e bia ye be kan no asem next week ye ba na ya ka no asem but ye da se bebre say wa ba be kan ye ho wa ha na ya bobom ne hu say apart from say litigation no manso twe bebre no ya monto mopo enya asem nyina na twe ho manso asem bi wo ho a ye de ano na e ka ye de ano ka wie nso a e de nkabom na e ba sabio ebi te say aware ana wo no ba kra wa asem a enya say wo no ba be court na ma akoko ntokwa bebre ese niema bebre nti bebi wo ho a sometimes mumma yenko na yenko siki the alternative e kwan fofo aye betum de siesi asem na ma asomdwe ayeden aba aha aye Mmra no sesen medin de ekua asanteba mensa te se na mekan no metine mu ama yes sister Vim lady o wofia o gina home kakra ejuma no ayeka wabre o se okofia ko gina home o pesan aba be join us since for now we will just say goodbye to you. Thank you.